Hello Pisces, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. If Pisces is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards. Use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Pisces, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. Look at that, 8 of Wands, beautiful, beautiful energy, very fast energy, very quickly moving energy. Now we're going to go ahead and put that into some context with our Dove and Serpent spread. Ooh, this is really a lot of good energy here. Let's see, Path of the Serpent, what do we have? Strong earth energy, and we have the Moon card at the end, which is your patron card, Pisces. That card is you. That is a very, very special blessing, I think, that is put on this reading. We're going to do our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. And we are using the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the card that we select randomly. We're going to let the alien take a little nap on it. We're not going to look at that until the very end, and hopefully that will tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we need. Okay, so we've got major, we've got some water, we've got some fire, a little bit of air, and we've got some earth. So I feel like it's a nice balance, right? I feel like we've got some good stuff here. We're not too heavy on the air energy, which I like. I don't like it when there's too much air energy. It causes too much confusion. There's too much debate. There's too much potential for calamity when we get all that air energy. A little bit of air energy is nice, and I think that it'll have plenty to say when we get there. But we start with the 8 of Wands. Okay. Now, I think that you're someone who you might have a tendency to be a little anxious sometimes, I think especially now I kind of feel like we're waiting for something, right? Incidentally, I feel like it's coming. I feel like what we're waiting for is really manifesting right now, especially, if we get 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups, and we got a 10 of Wands here. I think what you're waiting for is going to happen, and we need to be really careful how we deal with it, because it's going to be intense. I feel like this is kind of like this is the miracle that you've been waiting for, but there's always a catch, right? So I think that we need to be ready to handle the implications of this miracle. Whatever is coming into your life, we've got to make sure we can handle it, right? We've got to understand that just because it's a miracle, it's manifesting in your life, doesn't mean that it's just going to be easy and smooth sailing. There's still a risk involved. It could still potentially overwhelm us, but we'll get there. The 8 of Wands. There's an anxiety waiting for something. I feel like right now we're kind of stuck in the middle. We don't know which direction to go. It's almost as if we try to force ourselves one way and we kind of come back to the middle. Maybe we try a different direction and we come back to the middle. Just like this card, there's energy going in every direction. And if energy goes in every direction, then the center doesn't really change. It's equalized, right? So we kind of get stuck right in the middle of it. Because we're going in many directions at once, there's no real motion. And if there's no real motion, all of this pulling in different directions is just creating anxiety, right? Because it's like anxiety is motion that's not really taking us anywhere, right? That's why sometimes I shake my leg during a reading or something. It's just I'm trying to get somewhere, but I'm going in different directions. I'm kind of staying right in the middle. It's a difficult position to be in. I think you're in that position now because we are waiting for something, we're expecting something, or we don't know which way we really need to go. Okay. I think you're someone generally that, you might have a lot of anxiety generally. I think you're someone that doesn't like waiting around, You're probably someone who is, if you're not on time for everything, you're a few minutes early. I think you're probably like a half an hour early to most things, especially those things for which you feel the most anxiety, right? So we feel like we get there early, we have time to calm down and relax, and it's just, to work on that anxiety. But now I'm starting to think, well, maybe if we just get there right on time, the anxiety won't be an issue because we won't have time to sit there. We get there a half an hour early, then we start getting fidgety and anxious again, and then it just builds up. But if we get there right in the nick of time, we're going to just have to go straight from the car, straight to the meeting or the office or the stage or whatever it is. Yeah. Anyway, that might be beside the point. I think what's going on right now is we're waiting for that clear message. We're waiting for this kind of, waiting for a sign, waiting for that blessing to come in. Here is that Princess of Swords. This is, this kind of feels like part of our anxiety is all of these different things coming to us that are trying to pull us in different directions. And just like the Princess of Swords here, we're trying to fight it off. We're trying to say no, because that's not what I'm waiting for, right? All of these false miracles, right? All of these pretenders coming in, and we're fighting them off. So at least we've got some motion that we're involved with to help us relieve some of this anxiety. But they're trying to pull us in different directions, and we're fighting them off. Then we get pulled over this way, and we're fighting it off. So that's the feeling that I get with the princess or the page of swords over here. But beyond that, we see a lot of calm, beautiful energy here. And this, aside from what's going on right in the middle, the real miracle, the real blessing that's coming in is very calm, very peaceful. Here's a 6 of Cups. This is probably the most calm but beautiful card that there is. Now, the 4 of Cups is pretty calm, but in kind of a melancholy way, right? It's the calmness of a kind of a depression, boredom at least. Not the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is a beauty and a calmness and a tranquility because the magic is here, right? And I think the magic really, I think this is all coming into your life. Usually this card represents yesterday, right? But I can't see that this has already happened, because then I don't feel like we'd have the anxiety now, right? So I feel like this is something that's coming from an unexpected place. This miracle that's manifesting, this special blessing, because again, we've got that moon card, right? And that is the Pisces patron card. So it is you, it is your energy, right? But here with the 6 of Cups, I feel like this is coming from an unexpected place. This miracle is coming in when you're not looking. You're busy fighting off this anxiety or these other impulses or whatever they are that are trying to pull you in different directions. When you're busy doing this, from an unexpected place comes the real miracle. It's a calming energy. It's a beautiful, tranquil energy, right? Just looking at this card, makes me feel peaceful, right? I don't know if it's just me, but the artwork, the colors, the way it just feels warm but not hot. It feels comforting but not smothering. It feels refreshing but not overwhelming. It's just kind of real nice, And I think this is the miracle that you're waiting for. I think it's coming from an unexpected place. You know, it's coming in where you're not looking for it. You're busy fighting off this other BS. It's going to sneak its way in, right? Now, what that's going to lead to, I think, is this Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is what you really want. This is the miracle in action. This is you now working with this miracle. The miracle has come into your life. It's here. Now we're taking it and we're making the most of it. We're putting it to good use. Yeah. The Nine of Cups is all about fulfillment and satisfaction, following your bliss, pursuing your happiness. It's abundance on the physical, mental, emotional planes, spiritual fulfillment, because you're doing what you love. Now we're no longer fighting off this anxiety. Now we're taking this tranquility, this love, this miracle, this peace, this calmness, and we are working it, right? We're using it. We're taking full advantage of it. We're not squandering it, right? You're following your bliss. You're following your passion. You're doing what you love, whatever it might be. I don't know what this miracle is that you're waiting for. If it's the right timing, if it's the opportunity, right? If it is this miracle of somebody accepting your proposal, your contract, your business idea, business plan, getting the loan that you want, getting accepted into something, getting published, having somebody accept your work, whatever it might be, getting that job that you wanted, whatever this thing is. It's coming in when you kind of aren't expecting it. And when it arrives, it's going to be blissful, and you're going to have to use it, right? You're going to have to start working with it, and that's what you want. You want to be doing what you love, and we're just waiting for this moment, right? So when I say miracle, when we're looking at the Six of Cups, this isn't something that's just like you're waiting for someone to hand you something. You're not just waiting for the universe to give you what you need. You've already done the work. And now we're just we're waiting for spirit or for source to match our efforts, to kind of return that energy to us. Because the Six of Cups is a 3, which is your internal abundance, your efforts of love. And the other 3 of Cups is the universe matching that. It's mirrored, right? It's as above, so below. It's your positive karma, so to speak. And then down beneath everything, we see this sun energy. Now, the sun is not usually a card that is very present in a Pisces energy, right? Just look at the Pisces card, your patron card. The sun is down beneath everything. Just like in this reading, the sun is down beneath everything. So it's really part of the Piscean work to bring this sun forward. This is your confidence. This is what happens when that miracle comes in and you start using that Nine of Cups. This sun comes forward. You come out of your shell, so to speak. You come out of your watery depths, and you have this radiance, this confidence, this creativity, this leadership, right? We've got to really activate ourselves, really wake ourselves up, because this is the special blessing. This is the miracle, okay? It's bringing you out of yourself. It's putting you in this leadership, confident, really like front of the line kind of energy. Honestly, I feel like this is the only reading that you need right now. For the simple fact that we've got both of these. We've got the sun, we've got Pisces, we've got you. And now we're going to zoom in on that sun card. And there we go. That's the meaning of the work right now for you. That's the meaning of this reading, essentially. Is that whatever this miracle is, it's really bringing you out of yourself. It's bringing you out of your shell. You're becoming this radiant sun. You're becoming the center of your universe. You're becoming free. You're becoming confident. And you are shining like the sun that you are. Now, what we have to worry about tomorrow is this 10. Okay. The 10 of Wands is really telling me that this new energy, especially with this solar energy, we've got to be careful with it because it might be something that's kind of new for us. We don't want to burn it out too quickly, right? Someone who gets this kind of energy just wants to use it all the time, right? 24 hours a day, it wants it to be always on. Well, always on is going to run the batteries out really fast, right? I mean, just ask like one of these smartwatches or something. We've got to know when, especially for Pisces, we got to know when to go back under the water, back to the dark side of the earth, to just, to go back down to the depths, to the underworld that we kind of see here with this moon card, right? We need the nighttime. We need the nighttime. Because being on during the day too much is going to burn us out, wear that energy out. Now, yes, the energy is infinite. It has this spiritual source, but in a relative way, being channeled through us, through our mind, body, our personality, it can wear you down, right? It can wear you down. So I think the 10 of Wands is energy that is just running wild right now. It's so exciting. You're running around the world. That's good. But yes, it might wear you out, burn out this energy, run your batteries down. And 2, we might kind of get lost out there. We might get disconnected from the original purpose or reason or the why or the what that we're doing. We might forget who we are. We might forget why we're here and what we're doing. If the sun is essentially, and the spiritual sun that's behind this, that's behind your soul and spirit is the universal spirit or whatever. If this sun is the source of the energy, the 10 of Wands is that energy that has kind of lost sight of the sun, So we might have to kind of return back down to this sun that's underneath everything to reconnect to kind of this, to reach this. It's putting ourselves back on the charger, so to speak, right? And that way we can continue with our work. So, moving over to the path of the serpent. Now, this is some chariot energy right here. This is someone who has recharged their batteries, essentially. This is someone that is ready for the quest. Now the real work begins, right? Now we've gotten the energy, we've discovered it. We've got to play around with it a little bit. Now it's time for the real work, especially on the path of the serpent. Chariot energy right here. And then earth. So you have to really be in charge. This is the real blessing. We have the miracle over here. We've got the blessing over here with this Pisces moon energy card. It has to manifest in terms of your work, what you do. Now, when I say work, I don't just mean like what you do for a living or what your job is or your career. It could be a job, it could be work, a career, employment, it could be school, university. It could be your involvement with other groups, community groups, church, temple, a lodge, an order. It could be your magical work, your spiritual work. It could be something that you do if maybe you're retired. Maybe this is the activities that you do on a day-to-day basis, the people that you're involved with, the group that you're involved with, your creative work, right? Do you have a home studio? Do you what is it that you do? Okay. I just want to make that clear. I say work a lot, and then I get comments saying, "Well, I don't work. I don't have a job, or I'm retired." This still applies. We all have something that we're working on, even if it's just something internal, right? And the chariot is ready for that. The chariot now has gotten over the initial excitement of this miracle and is ready now to manifest these blessings, to really put them to use. So this is a car that's ready for travel, right? We've filled up the tires, we've checked the oil, we've put gas in, we've got the right music that we want, we got some snacks, we're ready to go. Okay, the battery is fully charged on this one. So this is saying that we really need to set out. And this is your general energy. I think that you've had the car ready to go for a while, and it could be that you've just been kind of in the car, anxious, fighting off all of these different directions that you could take. Because, remember, we started with this anxiety that we're kind of in this center position, motionless, just kind of waiting. I feel like that waiting, that anxiety is partly because we're so prepared. We're ready to go, but maybe we're early. We're waiting for the green light. We're waiting for the confirmation, for the whatever it is, the go ahead, the approval. I don't know what we're waiting for. But some of the anxiety is because we are so prepared. There's nothing more we can do, right? You've already done the work to get to this point. Now it's out of your hands. Okay, that's why this chariot's not moving. We're might as well just rest, right? While we were over here, and I think that was what we experienced here. But I think now we have the chariot card. It's ready for movement. Ready for movement, and the chariot now, the charioteer is holding this circle, this orb, and that is the Ace of Discs. Just like the Princess of Discs is holding this Ace of Discs. In this case, with the charioteer, it might be a shield. This might be the battery. I don't know. But now it becomes new effort on the material plane. It becomes positive action in our life, in our world. What is the next step? What do you have to do in this earthly life to get this thing going, to continue this? It's not enough to just celebrate now. Now we've got to start doing the work, right? Now we've got to start working with these miracles and blessings to take full advantage of them, not squander them. So the Ace of Discs is asking, what is the next thing you have to do in your world? This card's in the position of our environment. So what is the next step you have to do out in the real world to get this thing going? Whatever you're doing, whatever you're waiting for, how do you make the most of this right now? Okay. So this is kind of asking that question. And if we can successfully answer the question and start the work, the next card is a 9 of Discs. Gain. Material gain. This is really, this is seeing visible progress. This is stuff really starting to happen, right? You took this ace and now it's become a 9. Like this is, I mean, it's regenerating. It's like, it's propagating itself. It's multiplying, right? So whatever your investment is, whatever that first step is, leads to so much, right? The return on your investment is, whatever it would be. What is it, like 900% maybe? I don't know. I'm bad at math. But incidentally, this card is in the position of what you don't want. I don't want to ignore the fact that it's right here on the path of the serpent. It's what we don't want. Honestly, I don't know why that card is there. I don't know why we don't want that. Why wouldn't we want all of this success? Why wouldn't we want all of this return on our investment? Well, maybe it kind of calls back to our initial anxiety. Maybe it activates a little bit of this Pisces energy that just says, if I'm investing and I'm seeing this return on the investment, then maybe I'll have to stay in the sunlight even longer. Maybe it'll be more daytime. Maybe I'll have less opportunity to kind of go into my underworld, go down here beneath the surface and do what I need to do to recharge the batteries and stuff. It could be that with all of this success is going to come so much more responsibility, so much more being out in the daylight, in the sunshine. But this is what we need. This is what I think you are ultimately looking for in life. We've got this 9 of Discs and the 9 of Cups here. The 9 of Cups, pursuing your happiness, following your bliss. This is what you've been wanting. This is at the top. So this is what we need. In order to follow our bliss, we need to do the work on the physical plane. So maybe we don't want to get, because the Nine of Discs, that's a lot of work. This is like, you take one step, well, now you've got to take 9 more. So, we need to think about why we might be not rejecting this outright, but just a little bit sad that it's coming, But I think this is exactly what you need, because this is connecting you with your bliss, with your purpose, with your fulfillment. Okay? So I think it is what we need, but maybe it's kind of giving you that anxiety because now it's going to be so much more work, right? But, we've got this Pisces card. This is all, I think, sanctioned by you spiritually. I think this is really you manifesting your own miracles, And this, I think, is meant to bring this sun up above. This is meant for you to really shine, to become this solar energy, to know yourself, to know your powers, right? To know what you're capable of, to know that you can lead your own life and you can succeed and you can achieve and you can accomplish anything that you want. Anything that not anything that you want, but anything that you will. Right? Anything that is spiritually meant for you as part of your destiny, part of your fate, but it's still your choice to embrace it, to activate it. Yeah. It's your choice to bring the sun up to the surface and let it shine. Yeah. Let's take a look at this mystery card. Thank you, Alien, for keeping an eye on that. Let's see if we can stand him up here so that they can watch us. He's very tired today, I guess. Oh, there he goes. Maybe a 6 of Pentacles. I would like to see that, because a 6 of Pentacles, I think, would show that this is, it's not going to be as difficult or as daunting as it seems, right? It's going to have a flow to it, a rhythm, right? It's going to be okay. But let's see what comes out. Oh, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. So we have a connection over here to this water energy, and we have this connection with the Ace of Discs over here. So this is almost like asking, okay, what's the first step that you have to do on the physical plane to manifest this? And this is saying, what is the first step that you need to do, kind of like emotionally, to connect with this work? Right? Are you recognizing that the Ace of Discs is the Ace of Cups? Just like we said that the 9 of Discs connects us back to the 9 of Cups, right? Doing the work in the physical plane is you pursuing your happiness and following your bliss. So the first step on the physical plane is the first step toward you having this fulfillment, having this water abundance, really manifesting this miracle. So this is really nice connection that we have here. Really, really beautiful. I'm very excited. I don't know. I'm interested in what you've got going on and how it's going to actually manifest in your life. But the energy is really great. I think this is the blessing that we've been waiting for. It feels like this reading is exactly what you need right now, But we are going to do an extended. And if you would like to stick around for that, just click on the link that's right up there. That will give you access to every extended reading, not just Pisces, but for every sign. Definitely hit the like button. Leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Right? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you get notified when another reading comes out. I post readings every day. All right. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. And thank you for being the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot.